Here at Hexagon Smart Visualizations, we develop the underlying technologies that we use across in a lot of the different products. And the big thing that we are working is how do we get all the different data to flow across the different solutions and display technologies. As a sample here, we are running with VR technologies, and what you will see on screen is the same as what I will see when I'm wearing the glasses. So now I can then move around and I will see all kinds of stuff. I jump to new positions, new locations, and this way I can actually get a good feel for how a factory is going to be laid out and how I can interact and move around in it. And so I can also familiarize myself within this. So then looking at some of the other stuff, if we go into the same model but then in a geospatial context, we'll just fly into it, and then we have exactly the same data model being streamed in together with all the terrains and all the full details. So now we can really go in and dig into the same model but seen from a different perspective. We can also go directly in and have a look at some of the other elements that we're having. So we are looking directly into all the 360 imagery that you have from the same area that's used to document the factories and so on. All in this sample go directly in and also have a look at larger ship constructions. So we can then dig in and really see the details, the extreme details that you have in these kind of big models that you then are actually accessing in a browser environment. Other samples of the technologies is how we are doing demos or samples for analytics in an urban environment. And these kind of things are quite more challenging because you have to collect more data types while you are applying also other elements of analytics. So as a sample here is that we drive things through, how do we, exploring the city, and at the same time that you get the data on screen, you're actually figuring out and getting the whole skyline with you as well, so you get all the factors that you need. We can then apply different types of analytics such as view shed, so for instance where you want to position a camera for monitoring, so we can then see what the green stuff is what you see, the red is covered from the position that you're at. So we can then now say, okay, maybe I want to be a drone. So we can then, this is what the drone would see when it's flying over the city and what it would be from the cameras that you are getting. These are some elements that you do have in what we are doing. Then we'll go over and have a look at the augmented reality stuff and the smart helmets. Here we are showing how we are using augmented reality technologies to fuse the experiences. So we are now recognizing what's happening there and we are overlaying it with information. So now we can actually see from the wall what's supposed to be the flow direction in the pipes. We can go in and get stats, so we'll see the pressures, the temperatures of the different data. We can get warnings, so we can go in and have a direct look at the maintenance history of an object. We get the call, there's an alarm that went off, so it's going red, and we can go in and do a direct video call with a two-way interaction with the stuff. We also can directly see, oh, we got an error on the control valve. It will point us towards the valve that has given us the error. So then we can actually go and do an interaction with it and start working with it. So it's all about visual technology and how we get the information on screen. Another element in what we are doing is that we are working together with other companies, and we have a relationship with Daiquiri that is developing the smart helmet. And this will be a very interesting way of seeing how you actually can work in the field with accessing the same information that you saw that we are accessing here. Then you will get that on the smart helmet.
Here's an example of the Daiquiri Smart Helmet being used for augmented work instructions. And so what he's seeing here is step-for-step instructions for how to properly bypass this faulty control valve that he's gotten notified that he had to come here and properly lock out and tag out the procedure to make it ready for a maintenance worker to come and service it. He's getting directions step for step on which direction to turn what valve and how much to turn it. So all of this data, once he has properly executed the process, can get executed and sent up to the control center so that they know that a maintenance worker is ready to come and service this control valve. And that is so one of the many examples of what the Daiquiri Smart Helmet can be used for.